All right, boys and girls, today you're going to turn your butterfly into a monarch butterfly. So last time you were here, we painted our designs with black paint and did a printing process so your designs would be symmetrical, which means same on each side, just like a real butterfly. At your table, you're going to have orange paint and white paint, some paper towels, and a brush. Okay, we're not using a water bucket today. I don't want you to clean your brush. I don't want your butterfly to be too watered down. It's okay if these colors mix. We don't want to stir these together because then you're stuck with one color, and you might have some friends who want to do a darker orange or some friends who want to do a lighter orange. So you're going to go ahead and just tap your brush in, right? We don't scoop, right? It's not soup. This is not a spoon. Tap your brush in and paint in the white areas today. Stay off of the black paint as best you can. Even though it's dry, we want to make sure those black designs really pop out just like a real monarch butterfly. Okay, so you're going to choose your first color, whatever you want. I always start with the lightest color on my palette, and then I'm going to take my brush and I'm going to start to paint in some of those areas. Okay, remember, if you want to clean your brush, I just kind of wipe a little bit off on my paper towel. And then I'm going to keep going. Your goal is to fill all of that white paint or white areas with orange paint. We want it to look as real as possible, as close to a monarch butterfly as possible, because we're going to have a monarch migration at Campbell, and we're going to hang up all the butterflies in the hallway to see the beautiful migration that our monarch butterflies make. Remember, migration means they fly. They fly somewhere in the winter to stay warm, and then they fly back here when it gets warm out to spend their summer, spring, and summers with us. I really don't care what colors you choose. If you want them lighter, if you want it darker, those are choices you get to make. Notice how sometimes when I want to paint, I'll even turn my butterfly around so I can reach better and I don't get paint all over my arm. The choices are up to you. Okay, see how I'm trying my very best to stay off of the black paint? Sometimes I get a little bit on there. It's kind of like when we painted our pigs at the beginning of the year. And you are color mixing on your butterfly, not on here. Okay, and I'm going to turn it around. You will be using a messy mat today just to help you keep that paint kind of on the messy mat and off of the table. But when you're done, if you get some on the table, you guys can totally wipe that up. Ooh, I'm already super excited about this and how pretty it's going to turn out. So fun. If you were absent the day we painted our monarch butterflies, today will be the day that you will paint your black on your butterfly, and then you can paint the orange next time. So don't stress, we'll definitely get you caught up. Now I'm painting faster than I would like you to paint, and that's just because I don't want to spend my whole time painting, because art isn't about Miss Marker painting, it's about you painting, it's about you creating. So please take your time and do your best, because we are going to hang these up in the hallway for the whole school to see, these beautiful monarch butterflies as they fly through Campbell. Isn't that going to be so cool? But you want to take your time and do your best. I'm just going faster because I want you guys to get started and have a great time. And then I kind of go back with my brush and just try to fill in some of those little pockets of white paper I might have missed. All right, so when you're done here, then I'm actually going to use the end of my brush. Yep, I know. Doesn't that sound so silly? But I'm going to use this to make the polka dots, because we looked at some pictures of real monarch butterflies and we noticed they had white dots. So I'm going to go ahead and go around And this is where I'm going to dip the end of my brush in and dot. Dip and dot. Dip and dot. You do not have to put white dots everywhere. Remember, this is your monarch butterfly. I always say, if you were a monarch butterfly, what would you want to look like? But you're going to want to put them in some spots. It really gives it a nice little pop of design and pattern. And then they really start to form and look like real monarch butterflies, which is kind of cool, right? I think I'm going to do one right here, one right here, and a few at the edge of their wings, and a few at the edge of this wing, and then a few here, and then a few here. Oh, I love her. I think she's gorgeous. Oh, I changed my mind. I'm going to do one more here and one more here. Okay? Now, when you get here and you're happy and you love it and you're like, I think I'm done. I think I'm good for the day. Then you can go ahead and put your butterfly on the drying rack, right? You have a big job to do and you're here to help your teacher and your table. And you're going to put your butterfly on the drying rack, and then your dirty brush goes in the dirty brush bucket in Mrs. Marker's sink, the teacher's sink. And then your messy mat is going to get stacked over by the drying rack on top of the other messy mats, just like we did last time, okay? And that helps Mrs. Marker keep her room nice and neat and helps get ready for the next class. If your table has paint on it, there will be wet rags on the back countertop, so you can go ahead and wipe down your table. Okay? All right, guys, it's going to be amazing. I'm super excited to see these hanging up and flying through Campbell. Have a great day and do your best job.